There's something really funny about this video, which is basically it almost didn't happen. I was so tired, and as a very good idea, I decided to do it a day before publish it because that's how I work. And I was so tired today that I was like, Jesus, I just can't. I just can't do it. But then I remember that I quit most of my personal projects and I was like, I'm not going to fail again with myself. Especially because today's video is about my birthday. I'm about to be 28 years old and I've learned so many things so far. And to be honest, my first idea that I wrote down on my scrapbook, I was like, I'm going to write 28 things I learned during 28 years. This was the best title ever that I thought for that moment. And then when I decided to write it down, I was like in the number 20th and I was like, Jesus, I just can't make it. It's too long. And I started like thinking about what I would say because I can't have like a script because if I have it, I'm not able to record it. That's why I really like videos like these because I can just say it. But when I realized how long it might take to talk about everything I wanted, I freaked out because I wouldn't have any time to record it, edit it, and if I needed to start over again, I wouldn't have time because usually I'm always running late with my videos. So I just made it what's possible. 28 things that I learned became 10 things that I learned. And as I told you, I almost couldn't make it. So I'm pretty happy that I'm here. And I don't want you to thank me or anything. It's just that it's a personal project, which is really important for me. So I'm really proud of myself that I could make it. So hope that when you are watching this, you can like this video, comment something, support me, send to someone else. This is not something that I like to ask because I would like it to be nature. I don't want to, and I know that sometimes it isn't because most of the time, all the YouTubers I see, they are always like reminding people to subscribe on their channels and all, but I'm not here like actually to grow. I'm not here thinking that I have to grow because I don't want to make it serious. I want to make it fun. Anyways, let's go through it. One of the most important things I want to mention here, which is the first one in my list, is I'm not losing time. I don't know about you, but at least I don't like to think I'm losing time anymore. Because my whole life I was told that I have to finish my graduation before my 30s, that I have to conclude my master's degree, that I have to have a family, that I have to buy a house and all, and that like my body is running against time as if it was like a competition or something, and that I have to do plenty of things before my 30s. Otherwise, I will start to get older for some things and all. And I don't think things work exactly this way most of time because whenever I hear someone saying like, when you get old, you're going to get sick. You are not going to be able to like go out to travel. So it's better you enjoy this right now. It's better you do a lot of things right now. It's better you have kids right now because then you have energy to take care of them. And like, no. I don't think they choose to get sick or to like be tired all the time, but it's pretty common to romanticize that it's okay not to exercise, not to eat well, not to take care of your health, not to go to the doctors, not to go to therapy, not to have pills and all. And I think like in a big scale, it will get serious. So we have to be careful about saying we're losing time because what are we doing with our time? And I can understand that you probably can be in a position of your life that you're not 100% happy about what you do, what you study, what you work. And I know that sometimes capitalism forces us to still have this life. I'm not saying that you have to find a way to be happy according to everything it's going around you, but it's important to understand that it's not about you. So it doesn't make sense to think you are losing time when the society puts you in a position that you don't have a choice, you know. So it's hard to think that while another 28-year-old woman is doing plenty other things that I'm not doing, when probably this person has a totally different story from mine. At least understanding where you are, it's pretty important. And of course, I have to mention it. I don't think I should, because the topics I'm mentioning here, and if you're able to understand what I'm saying, maybe you can understand that I'm not including everybody here, and I can do it because while you are watching this video, there are plenty of people that can't even have a phone because they are just trying to grab something on the street or on the trash because they didn't have anything to eat the whole day. So they are trying to, like, I don't know, I don't even like to think about it. So don't think what I'm saying makes sense for everybody. Like, think a little bit about what I've been telling all of you about my life and about my reality, that I think it's going to make more sense, at least for you. The second thing I learned, among thousands of lessons I took, was going on a diet is not going to make me lose weight. This topic is going to always be present on my life because what I've passed through was a very serious and delicate moment in my life, and I'm not like, and I can't just quit this subject as if it wasn't with me. So about this, of course, it's important to go to a nutritionist, go to the doctors, and making blood tests to see how things go and all. I'm not like against diet, but I think the most important thing is changing your lifestyle because it's going to be impossible to be the way you are and just lose weight unless you're sick, unless you were like deadly obsessed. And if you are deadly obsessed, be careful because probably you're going to gain all the weight again at some point. If you want to actually lose weight and keep it going, plenty of things are going to change in your life. Not only the food you're eating in your regular daily basis. And I realized that because one of the things that was very crazy life-changing was that I started drinking less alcohol. It made me be really far from old friends because most of people go outside to drink, to go party and all, and drinking doesn't make any sense on my life. And unfortunately, although some people might disagree about it, habits do separate people. And I'm not saying that I don't have these friends anymore, it's just not the same. Because I've been through a habit changing moment in my life. If you want to lose weight, if you want to get the shape of your dreams or something, and I know that this is really hard to think this way because and I know all the problems about thinking this way, but let's be honest, most of people are not only thinking about their health, but unfortunately, if you don't do it, you are going to be the same as always. You are just going to have phases. Like, you can lose weight for a period of your life, but then you will get back. So, like, don't pretend you're able to keep everything the same because everything has to change. So be ready to change your lifestyle, people you're going out with, the things you're doing on the weekends, things you're doing during the night. Because one of the most common reasons why we eat so much, it's because we are anxious, we are projecting emotions on food, and also replacing things we should have been doing by eating something, eating the world, because that's what I used to do when I'm really anxious and I don't have anything to, I don't think about anything to do instead of eating. So yeah, going on a diet is not going to make you lose weight. Number 3, I always have something to know about myself. Self-knowledge is not something that you can do alone all the time. Of course, thinking about yourself is really important. And I know that sometimes we neglect it because it's really comforting not looking at the mirror and seeing all the shit we've been doing But talking to friends about you, talking to therapists about you, it's really important. And when I mean therapists, I'm not saying that you have to go to more than one, of course, but um, talking to someone else is really important to change the way you are. And I'm not saying that you have to get better or anything, but it's just like moving for any position just by yourself might be kind of impossible. I'm trying not to be very selfish and think that I've already know so many things about me, because although I'm already 28, I think that I just started understanding and respecting who I am. Like, I am 28 years old and I discovered, like, in the last 3 months that I'm an ADD. And it's been like 28 years of a life. I feel that it's just the beginning. Number 4, my inner child still exists. One of the things I've been discussing a lot in therapy this past month is that I'm feeling that I'm growing. I feel that I am an adult and that I have like a family now, and I've been going through things that are showing me that I am getting older, and it's hard just to look it back. But sometimes I just want to like do some stuff that goes directly through my child dreams that for some reason I gave up, some reason they just like stood inside of my mind in the very bottom of it, and I don't know. I just let all this adult stuff let me crazy, and I forget to do some things that it's important for my inner child to keep alive, because I think that if she's dead, probably a lot of other dreams and a lot of other things I want to do might be dead as well. One of the things I did for me, which was really important, was having a pink room. So all my office is pink, and it's like very pinky. Like the walls are pink, like my computer's pink, my coffee table's pink, my lamp is pink, most of things here are pink, my notebook's pink, everything. And I'm kind of obsessed about pink, I have to say it. But I wasn't this kind of girl my whole life, because I didn't have the opportunity to have like my pink room when I was a kid, and I couldn't even have my own room my whole life. So I've always had to share this with my sisters. So whenever I went to somebody else's house, like a friend's house, and I saw everything like so pinky, so girly, I was like so envy about it, because I couldn't have it. Like my parents didn't have any money to make it for me, because we were in 3 and we only have like such a small room. Everybody was so close to each other that I couldn't put any personality into my things my whole life. And since I moved with my husband, um, I thought something was missing here. And one of the things that was missing here was letting my room, like my office, the way I always wanted to. I've never dreamed about an office, because I've never imagined that I would work from home my whole, like, not my whole life, because I never know tomorrow, but at least the this moment I've been doing it right now, this past 5 years that I've been doing this right now, this past 5 years, I was like, geez, I have to make it comfortable. I have to put myself on it. And this is actually part of my inner child, like having my bookshelf, having plants, have everything so pinky, have like a portrait on my wall, and all this stuff. I had to make it. I just felt that I have to, although I'm not like this pinky girl in my life. For some reason, I had to do it, because it was just a part of me that I couldn't have for so many years, and that was so sad, because I just grew up and then everything was so late. I couldn't have it anymore. I was already in college, I was already working, and I didn't even know when I would have my house. So like now that's the time, and like the baby Raquel is here. So I'm really happy about it. And Yeah, that's why I said that my inner child still exists. I made a sentence for the item number 5. I don't think I can memorize everything, so I'm just going to read it. Celebrating my achievements is a reminder I'm working on my projects no matter how long it takes. I usually feel that this whole professional life that we have just to grow and grow and grow all the time, because seems that you want it somehow, but there is a pressure, like an invisible pressure of people saying that you actually are in the right way, you should be doing it, and if you stop doing it, people will get disappointed about it. That I always forget to celebrate small things. So and it's not just about job, like it happens mainly in my job. Like when I get a new student, this is so important for me, and I don't have a time to celebrate it that I finally got someone else. And or like when I receive an compliment about something I did, I always take it as like, mm, that was the expected, it shouldn't be different. So I don't see it as like it's a compliment, it's just like life. That's the basic. I've been working hard, so of course I should receive this, and not like, wow, this is actually good, someone is recognizing what I'm doing, you know. And this is so hard because I think I've lost it. And in the beginning, everything was so important that in a moment I made everything be so like trivial, when my life is not trivial at all. I don't know, in each point of my life, I thought everything that I have is common, because it isn't. And I don't want to be this person that is always like just thanking and thanking everybody, thanking everything, because it's okay to complain. It's okay not to be happy all the time, but like I've been doing a lot. So if something is not going well, or if I need a break, it's okay. I've achieved so many things. Why should I like run so much? Why should I skip the part of thanking myself for doing everything I've been doing for me and for my family? Going to the end doesn't make me any better. Few years ago, I decided to start my master degree, and this was one of the happiest moments of my life, because I came back to Brazil in the middle of the pandemic. I mean, in the beginning of the pandemic, and everything was so trashy. Everything here was terrible, and everything in the US was also really terrible, in other ways. Not in the same way as here, because although there was all the vaccine stuff and people have to make quarantine all, my biggest problem was my host family, because I was really unhappy um, about some stuff that was going on there. And although I loved the child, I just couldn't stand the way things were at that point. And I was missing my family so much, and I was afraid of losing everybody uh, because of COVID. And when I came back to Brazil, I decided to focus on my academic life. So I got into a master degree in a public school here in Brazil, which was one of the top feelings that I had, because going to a public university here means a lot. This is hard, not for everybody. And I was actually in a very good position, and I was so proud of me, because I went only to public school. I didn't have any financial support. I did everything by myself. I just have to count on people that I found on my way to go through it. And it was so incredible. But then I moved, and I had to pay my rent, and I have to follow my life. I found out in the middle of the way that that was a terrible moment for me to have a master degree. So I quit it, and I felt that I disappointed my parents so much, because they were so proud of me, saying to everybody that I was in a master degree in the public school and all, and so many expectations was put on me, but I just couldn't handle it because I was working with education, but I was studying literature. So although somehow these things can find each other, I was teaching English and I was studying African literature. So it was basically impossible to make it work. So when you study something that is not related to your work, unless you don't depend on something, like you don't depend on your work to study, it's impossible to keep both because a master's degree is a job. And I don't think everybody can understand it unless you're into it, but it's so hard. And I didn't want to go through it to see if I would do it. I didn't want to like burn out because actually I was burning out already, and I was like, I don't want to see how it ends because maybe I'm not going to be here to see how it ends if I keep my life this way. Like I was working 24/7 and I was studying 24/7, and I was afraid of dying. I was afraid of getting COVID. I was afraid of seeing my parents dying. No, something had to stop that moment. I was a failure because of this for so long. And then I started to follow my life, and I decided that what I actually want to do is coming back to the US, move back maybe to US or Canada, made it become my life. And it was also something hard because at some point I discovered that I didn't want it. And it wasn't like one of my big dreams anymore, and I quit it. So I didn't go to the end of this. I didn't want to like save all the money I have to save to do it. I didn't want to quit everything I had to quit to do to move to another country. And like no, it's not for me. And I have to say that I'm kind of lost now because I just discovered that I'm growing up, and I want to have like a house. I want to have a car. I want to have a family. Maybe one day have a kid. Not now because I'm the kid. I'm the kid right now. I'm just 28. I don't know what I want. And for so long, I thought I know about so many things. And I don't know anything. Consider if you know something because you might not know anything too. Going to the US again, not concluding my exchange experience, not concluding my master's degree doesn't make me any better or doesn't make me any worse. I should change the sentence for it doesn't make me any worse because someone that had concluded, it's not better than me or anything. These life story things are just so individual, but at the same time so common, right? Psychoanalysis changed my life. I know that it's hard to say that this approach changed my life because I believe that my analyst changed my life. He's such a lovely guy, and we've been together for almost 3 years, I believe. And I've learned so much with him. And sometimes I want to kill him, but sometimes he's the only person that I need to talk to. And I've been going through therapy 3 times a week. I know it sounds a lot, but yeah, it is a lot, but it's different when it's analysis. It's not like a normal therapy. Like, I'm not trying to heal anything, I'm trying to know myself. And as long as you go, you know, you can know more and more and more. And sometimes it's not good, but it's definitely life changing, and it will help you somehow. I just believe that I became what I became, and that I'm able to do the things I'm able to do right now because I went through it. It's hard, it's an investment, it's not easy. Sometimes you want to kill the person, but approach and this analyst made me see myself as I've never seen before. And I can't be more thankful. It's been so much. So I really recommend you trying it one day. Not with him because I'm kind of jealous, but I really recommend you experimenting psychoanalysis one day. 8. Romanticizing my routine was the best thing I did for me. Everything is so flowery in my life right now because I need some happiness. I need some color. my soul is dark most part of my life, so I have to see colors, I have to see songs, I have to listen to songs, I have to like romanticize everything, have the best mug ever, I have to have a coffee machine in my office, I have to have colorful lights, beautiful portraits, and plenty of books, because everything is so gray and I'm already anxious, I'm already depressed. So if you are the same, romanticize your life, put some color on it, take beautiful pictures, edit your photos. Make it look like if it was heaven, not because of people, but because of you. Like, don't be afraid of looking beautiful, making things look beautiful around you, because things can be beautiful. Number 9, making my place looking like home was so important for me. I lived in a rented apartment, so I pay rent every month. This place is not mine. I don't know if it's going to be mine one day, although we want to buy it, but at the same time, we want to build our own home one day. So we don't know actually what to do about it, and we are not thinking so clearly about what to do right now, because we are just like living our lives the way we are living for the first time. So we've been just trying to enjoy it and all. But the point is, I'm here and I don't know for how long I will be here. So the only thing I can make for me to feel comfortable about it, in the only place that I sleep every day, is making it comfortable. So the first thing I did was focusing my office, but all the other parts of my house, it's so colorful too. I have colors, I have portraits, I have beautiful furnitures, and most of things I try not to like break the walls or make something that can be really hard to fix, because we don't know if we're going to return it or not. But anyways, the things that are possible to change, we did it. And it was so important, because whenever I'm in my house, I'm like, this is so me. This is so us. I feel that it's home. Although it's not our house, we didn't buy it. There's no like registry stuff here and all, but it's still my place. And nobody's gonna take it from me. Number 10, I don't need to be good at my hobbies. This is something that it's so crazy for me, because I don't think I can apply it so well yet, but as I have already commented to you, I'm a pole dancer, and this is my hobby. This is not my job. I am an English teacher. This is my job. This is what I have to be good at. But like, I've been always pushing me so hard to be good on pole, and it makes me so tired. I have to stop it. I have to like to be good for myself, like to in order not to get crazy, not to be obsessed, not to spoil everything around me, I have to stop it. So send a comment here if you watched until the end. Raquel, stop being crazy. I need to. Like, I've been so obsessed about it. I think that now I've been taking a little easier, but I'm like, if I'm not obsessed about it, I have to ignore it so hard. And I don't think this is healthy. It's not being healthy. I've been seeing myself, so I've I've been trying to remember that the things I have to be good at, I've been good. It's okay for me to make mistakes. It's okay not to practice every day. It's okay not to have the best shape ever. I'm already being the best that I can. And that's it. As I told you, it was supposed to be 28 things. But if I spoke this much for only 10 things, imagine how long it could take. So, happy birthday to me. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed here yet, please do it for me. It's my birthday. See you next video.